Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are preparing for PPSC exams for any post related to psychology, you are in the right place. Today, we are diving into the 10 most important theories in psychology that you must know for your exams. Not only I will explain these theories in simple one paragraph format, but I will also be sharing real life examples related to these theories so that you can understand better and you can remember and recall later on in the exam. Plus, I will be giving you tips to remember these theories effectively. So let's get started. First, we have Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow's theory explains how human motivation works through a five-tier pyramid of needs. At the base are psychological needs like food and water and shelter, followed by safety, love, belonging, esteem, and self-actualization at the top. For example, think about a student preparing for exams. They'll first ensure they have food and shelter. That is physiological needs. Then seek a safe study environment, that is safety, and eventually aim for improvement and achieving their potential. That is self-actualization. Second is Freud's psychoanalytical theory. We all know about Sigmund Freud, right? And if you don't know about him, see my previous videos. Sigmund Freud's theory focuses on the unconscious mind and its influence on behavior. He proposed that our actions are driven by unconscious desires, often rooted in childhood experiences. For instance, someone with a fear of abandonment might unconsciously sabotage relationships due to unresolved childhood trauma. So let's see, if a friend of yours always assumes the worst and assumes that people will leave them, eventually falling into the trap of self-fulfilling prophecies, then here the example of this theory applies. Freud also gave the concept of id, ego, and superego. To know about this theory, stay connected. I'll talk about this theory more, but I have touched upon this theory in my previous videos as well. You can watch them for detailed information. Third is the most talked about theory in behavioral psychology or in behavior therapy as well. That is Pavlov's classical conditioning. Does it ring a bell? Ivan Pavlov's theory shows how we learn through association. Remember his famous experiment with the dogs? He paired the sound of a bell with the food, and eventually the dog salivated just hearing the bell. A real life example is when you feel hungry just by seeing a food commercial on TV. Your brain has associated the visuals with the eating. Now is the most infamous theory that comes right after classical conditioning, and that is, yes, you guessed right, operant conditioning. Remember these from your childhood? A toy perhaps promised to you by your mother. If you behave well, she will let you play with it for a while. Maybe you will get your favorite set of markers if you did good in your exams. Or maybe if you behaved well in front of the guests, you will receive a present of a chocolate. This leads to B.F. Skinner's theory of reward and punishment. B.F. Skinner's theory explains how behavior is shaped by rewards and punishments. For example, if a student studies hard and gets good grades, now good grades here are reward, they're more likely to repeat that behavior. On the flip side, if they're scolded for being late, that is, they're punished, they'll try to avoid being late. Now, the fifth most important theory is related to social learning. Yes, Bandura's social learning theory. Albert Bandura emphasized that we learn by observing others. Think about how children imitate their parents, or how you might learn a new skill by watching YouTube tutorials. This theory is all about modeling behavior. That is, if a person becomes a model in front of you for a particular behavior, you are likely to imitate that behavior and repeat it in the future as well. With this, we come to our sixth most important theory, that is Erikson's developmental theory. Erik Erikson proposed that we go through 8 stages of development, each with a unique conflict. Yes, you heard right, a conflict. For example, in the identity versus role confusion stage during adolescence, teenagers explore who they actually are. A real life example is a teenager trying out different hobbies or career paths to find out their passion. Piaget's cognitive developmental theory. Jean Piaget's theory explains how children's thinking evolved through 4 stages. Yes, Erikson gave 8 unique stages and Piaget gave 4 stages. In the pre-operational stage, kids might struggle with the concept of conservation, like thinking a tall glass has more water than a shorter one, even if the amount is same. Now, for your ease, I have placed a picture of these stages on the screen, so wherever you feel like you need to learn these stages by reading through it, you can pause the video and take a screenshot, or you can read directly from the screen. Now we have reached upon the 8th theory, Vygotsky's social cultural theory. Lev Vygotsky believed that social interaction plays a key role in cognitive development. For example, a child learning to solve a puzzle might do better with guidance from a parent or a teacher. This is called the zone of proximal development. Zone of proximal development is the sweet spot. That means Vygotsky said that if a child has a task which is difficult, it can be achievable through guidance and support. The key ideas are what a learner can do alone, what they can do with help, and the gap between these 2 levels where learning and development occur. Before jumping to the 9th theory, let me tell you one thing. There will be a quiz at the end of the video from all the theories that we've learned, and you can write the answers in the comment section below. Or you can put in by giving real life examples that are related to these theories. Now let's talk about Bowlby's attachment theory, our 9th theory in this series. John Bowlby's theory focuses on the importance of early relationships, especially between infants and caregivers. For example, a child with secure attachment to their parents is more likely to grow up feeling confident and secure in their relationships. Now, let's talk about the 10th most important theory of psychology on which CBT is based. Yes, Beck's cognitive theory. Aaron Beck's theory explains how negative thought patterns contribute to mental health issues like depression. For instance, someone who constantly thinks, "I am a failure," might feel depressed. CBT helps challenge and change these thoughts. Now for the quiz. So let's say you had a rash on your skin and you applied ointment, and now the rash is gone. And in future, whenever you get the rash, you apply that ointment. Now in this example, which theory is at play? Now for the second question. Say for example, you are a teacher and you've taught your students how to perform a mathematical equation, but you have done it for them and now they've seen you and applied it in their real life. Which theory applies in this example? Now for the third question. Recently a client came to you and they have a lot of negative thoughts and you help them counter create positive thoughts for those negative thoughts and you help them come out of depression. Which theory is at play in this example? Now question 4. A child is showing anger outbursts and is calling others bad names. Perhaps he saw someone in his family doing the same. Which theory is at play and what terminology will be used in this particular case? Now, the fifth and final question of this quiz. You listen to music, you hear a song, and it brings back memories of a particular person. What is the concept which is at play in this particular example and which theory does it relate to? And there you have it. A short and precise explanation of 10 most important theories that you need to know for your PPSC exams preparation. Comment below in the comment section and I'll be looking forward and seeing your answer. If you've learned something new, don't forget to like the video and tell me in comments what should I add more in the videos. And do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There will be more videos related to PPSC exams preparation in future. So stay tuned and share with others. Good luck with your exams and your studies and your preparations, and I'll see you in the next video.